I appear to be going over some fancy bridge. Hey, who doesn't love a fancy bridge? With a tow on it, which again is fine. I've just looked it up on the thing and it says vehicles of my size are £6. I've had worse news. Yeah, no, I can live with that. If it's going to save me a bit of time, brilliant. No barriers, pay toll charge online. Right, so what I need to remember to do now is to set a reminder so when I get back, I pay the bridge charge. Yeah, only if I knew which bridge. It's definitely one in Liverpool or in the Liverpool area. Yeah, do you want to let me know, guys? Because what happens if I pay the wrong bridge? Warrington, Manchester and Runcorn. Oh, I have to find out, won't I? Yeah, I suppose they kind of assume that everybody knows where they're going, but as I've said before, world's worth doing clever. There's a sign up here. What does this sign say? Let's have a little look. It says no barriers. Pay online at Merseyflow by midnight tomorrow. Right, it's the Merseyflow Bridge, or the Merseyflow something or other. Must remember to pay by midnight tomorrow. I'm going to get stuck. Better write that down. Right, we're 3 minutes away now. I'm now going to have the joy of trying to find the place because the Waze is telling me to go to somewhere and it's not quite right, but postcodes do tend to take me to the general vicinity, and what we might have to do is find somewhere where we can park it. Might be curtains on around there, and then try and narrow it down. I've got a phone number. Worst case scenario, at least I've got a phone number, which you can pretty much guarantee will go to the universal answer phone. Right, found it. Yeah, no signpost as usual. That's okay. It's part of the course. I've got to go down here, spin it round, get it in from the other angle. It's going to be a bit tight at the bottom. But they're going to, he said, you know, what about the grass like, you know? He said, oh, no, don't worry, it's solid, you won't sink. I went, no, I was kind of more concerned about your grass. But, yeah, so we're going to take it down. Shouldn't be an issue. Once we're in, we can spin it round down the bottom. There's space down the bottom. And then, actually, no one's coming this way. And then getting out should be easier than getting in. If I can't get it in forwards, then I have to go in backwards. Well, that's going to be a pain. So I think it just is the roof on his house at the bottom. He's a nice enough guy though. He kind of says that I'll see you down, I'll see you in, that kind of stuff. So, right, let's give it a bash. Here we go. There the bins. He's moved it. Has he moved the stone? Yeah, we don't need it to move stone for me because I'm at the other side of the road. These dogs. Right, that was a stone. There's a gentleman there with the bin. Halton. Right, so it's just this bit down the bottom. We've got to watch out for this bit down. Well, it's a lovely day. Anyway, he turned around to me and said, yeah, we're expecting you at 4. I said, right. It's now 2:15. Time-wise, I ain't doing too bad. So we said it was going to be a race. I don't think it's going to be much of a race. We've got 45 minutes on the clock. Plus, I've got to pay that charge. I can write that down. And I had 3 hours 45 before, give or take. So that's 4.5 hours. So I'll probably clear me time here because I've probably got nothing else to do. So I'll probably end up having a bit of a rest. So I'd have done 4.5 hours, which leaves me 5.5 hours. I've got 5.5 hours worth of driving time left, the maximum. I don't need anything like that. I'll probably be fine with 3. And I've got, let's get this corner bit in, shall we? And I've got to be back at the yard by, what did we say, at the latest, 11:30, 2:15. So you'd like to hope, right, let's see if this corner works. That doesn't, that looks rather tight. No, we're going to do this fine. Keep this wide on this side. Oh my god, there's that bottle. They ain't gonna hang out. So they just keep your eyes on top. Very warm in here, I've got to say. Now the next fear is right. So they need to be start loading me by 4. And he's going, yeah, we just got to do that. I just got to build that door and paint that cabinet. And of course, I was told there'd be a team of guys. There's 2 of them, maybe, and me. But I've worked it out. I've got to get away from here by, all things being equal, 6:30 at the latest. If I get away from here by 6:30, so get back to the yard 7. That would put the yard at 10, and then with 9 hours rest. No, not 6:30, 5:30, 6. That get me back to the yard for 9, and then with 9 hours rest, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can leave my house at 5 in the morning. Get down for this is start at 6. Around about 6ish. If I get out of here for 6, we can still get it there by 8. But the race is still on. Right, that's me loaded. I didn't video the loading because well, firstly, I've got people with me. I don't like taking other people. It's not really fair on them, like, you know. And secondly, I wasn't exactly dressed for the occasion. What with it being the hottest day of the year, and we had to handball and lump a load of wood on, and then strap it all down. It's kind of unsightly. So, but what I have done is I've taken some photos, which I've got to upload as soon as I get out of here. I'll say goodbye to these people. So you'll see the photos, I hope. See you in a bit. Well, as darkness descends, the motorway was kind, I've got to say. There was no aggravation straight through all the way down. We are going to be putting into the yards very shortly. 6 minutes according to Waze. And it's 5 to 9. I might have gone a bit sideways in my calculations earlier, and I kind of told them that they had more time than they did, but it makes no difference either way, because if it's not ready, it's not ready, is it? So, and if it's not ready and it's not my fault, well, it doesn't help with the race though, does it? The race, I've got to get there. So, if I stop, let's say I stop at 9 o'clock, then I've got to have at least 9 hours break as my reduced rest. I'm supposed to have 11, but I can get, 9 hours, I think it's 3 times a week. And I haven't had any yet for ages. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. I can start driving from 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, say it's going to be, let's say it's 8 minutes to 9. So those 8 minutes when I start in the morning, I've got to have my check. And that counts as work time. That's how much I've got to go around and check everything's fine. But let's say, for the sake of argument, the Janet and John version, we can start driving at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. It needs to be in Farnborough by 8. Farnborough is about an hour and a half, hour and 3/4 from the yard, but not at. That means by the time I clear Hemel or 2 Waters Way, I'm going to be hitting the 25 going anti-clockwise into Heathrow at 6:30 in the morning. It's going to be tight. It's possible, if I was a betting man, my odds are just a little bit long at the moment, but we're going to try. We're going to try and do it. We're going to do the very best we can. Yeah, it's sort of fingers crossed and wish me luck, and let's see what happens in the morning. In the meantime, let's get this lorry to bed, and let's get me to bed too, eh? I've had another look round, and yeah, sure enough, nothing changed. Still fine. I had a little bit of a crack when I took my mirror out yesterday, with the camera out when I was going into that hedge, but I'll fix that with some tapes, that's all right. It's just the sharp edges you've got to worry about. And I put it in the sat nav. It's saying 1 hour and 28. It's saying, Waze is saying 7:30. But because it's the 25 and because it's 6:05 in the morning, that can have a tendency to change. But yeah, we're good to go now. So I think it's time to hit the road. Farnborough Air Show, here we come. Well, we had a bit of a scare there. You know, get straight onto the 25, bosh, everything stops, gantry signs up, 40. You sit there screaming at the sign, yeah, I wish I could do 40. Just calm down again now. We're back on a national speed limit applies. I am under the hour. I am now 59 minutes. Just doing that one there for you. I feel like Phileas Fogg. You know, I watched that thing with David Tennant on Christmas. No, I'm good. Me and, well, I haven't got past my two. On my way to the Reform Club. This is the hardest stretch, the last bit. Yeah, you know, you can do the whole of the country, but the M25 on a Monday morning really is lap of the gods, like, you know. So, but as the clock ticks down, I feel more and more like, well, you know, the odds are getting better. It's just got to keep going. Just got to keep going. If we can get to junction 12, we can get it off junction 12. We've got 19 miles. Get it off there. We might just make it. Oh, and one good thing is in the notes, it's pretty accurate. Because normally it's kind of like, when you get to, well, okay, it's sort of like Ascot. Well, we're in Ascot. Do you want like the delivery? No, we want car park 1. But do you want to write that down? Because I've just been sitting in a delivery slot for the last 20 minutes, not realising that I should be round the corner, like, you know. Whereas this is actually pretty much gate 1, down this road, off this road. So if I can get to where they tell me I've got to go, even if they go, no, this needs to be somewhere else, mate, I might just chalk that one up as a win. Let's hope we can proper do it. Let's see. Right, where are we now? We are now 44 minutes, 29 miles. That concerns me slightly. In the fact that for me to do 29 miles in 44 minutes, the motorway part of it would pretty much have to be 56 miles an hour, because then there's a bit after where you come on the small lanes. And we are not doing 56 miles an hour. We're doing 10. We're not going to be doing 56 miles an hour. It's M25 on a Monday morning. But the sat nav is still being kind. Now 43 minutes, yeah, same thing. 43 minutes, 29 miles, but still saying 7:34. So 3/4 of an hour with a 25-minute out margin for error. Let's get going. Let's get going. And there's our junction, M3, junction 12, which means we're now heading away. All the traffic should be heading to the 25 and in. We're heading out, so it should be in our favour. It's slowing down now, but I think we're okay, because in 0.7 miles, we're off. And it's now saying, it's still saying 7:30, but 29 miles and 29 minutes and 19 miles left to go. Looking good. Of course, I've gone sailing past the destination, haven't I? The one with the huge white and yellow obvious cones to say this is the air show, but then that's got 2 sat navs told me no, it's further on down the road. It's gone further on down the road, and then realised it was wrong, pulled over. Now I'm on my way back. But I'm following the yellow AA signs to I know where it is now. I know where I'm on site. And although my sat nav's knocked itself off because it told me that obviously I need to go to some driver training place, I've got a clock in front of me. And my clock says 7:40, which gives me 20 minutes to drive down this street. So sure, a cyclist getting in the way. We should be okay. When it sets the deja vu, I'm sure I was there just a few minutes ago. And I'm sure the entrance was clear when I was here last. Morning, so look at gate 1. Easy, just down there, yeah? Fantastic. Pontoon. Oh, I feel like I'm in Vietnam. Morning, sir. I've got a delivery for gate 1.
Yeah, boss. You need to go in the corner. Can you see that SIM office? On the left, on the end of this corner.
I'll find it.
Yeah,
down there.
left, okay.
So go over where that car's going, yeah?
Right, thank you.
No problem, thank you. Morning, sir. Right, we're here. Time to get the IVs on, go and work out what's going on and contact the mob to say I'm on site. Got to laugh, haven't you? Can't pressure. Got to be there by 8. We need it there by 8. We need it there first thing. So I'm here. 3/4 of an hour I've been sitting here now. I've got the number. I'm number 06. Yeah, you know, the hall's full, mate. We'll let you in when we're ready. Hurry up and wait. I feel like Tom Cruise. I look a bit like Tom Cruise. I look nothing like Tom Cruise. I look like Beryl Reid. Yeah. And I've got another job booked, but I've just rung them. We've got one going out of Aylesbury. We've got another lorry going down to Oxford. So now the race is back on. But the race is now, is it me or John who's picking up the next job? In the meantime, I'm going to hurry up and wait. Still here. Been here over an hour and a half now, which is, gotta say, making the race seem somewhat pointless. Sat down, done not a lot, drunk some tea, had a shave, learnt a song, got the truck guitar out, see if you can work it out. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I got no mind to worry. Close my eyes and drift up. It is a lazy, well, it's a lazy Sunday morning. It's a lazy sunny morning. Don't forget, we got the truck guitar thing going on now. My mate Dave the Crisp has got his own channel, and he will, anything you want to learn, if you know, things to do to kill time. It's only having an old guitar in the truck, and ping requests across to him. I'll do a link to the channel. Anything you want to learn, he'll show you how to do it. He's a lovely fella. In the meantime, here number 6, still waiting again. It's now 20 to 10. I've been here for 2 hours. I got here early, but maybe if I got here a bit earlier, I might have got an earlier time. Who knows? Still, I'm supposed to be here at 8. If I got here at 8, God knows. I've also booked a second job, which I now think John is going to be doing, which is a bit of a pain because he's going to Southampton and he lives in Coventry. And it was kind of, for me, it's not such a stop to get home, but for him it's going to be longer. But he's going to be the nearest truck finished in time. Nothing you can do. Just got to sit and wait. It's actually, it's not a horrible place to sit. I'm in a field really, there are tents and stuff. It's fairly pleasant. Still, you know, or you'll get the waiting time, but you won't get the next job, and the next job would have been worth a lot more. So, what can you do? These things happen in transport. Just waiting for the man to say, number 6, you're in. Sod this for a game of soldiers. Been given a green light. We're all lining up now. Me, the geezer behind me in the van, and someone else got my blue piece of paper. They're going to let me in. It's now 10 o'clock. So please, I race to get in here. But the thing is, if I'd have got here at half 8, I probably wouldn't get until 11 o'clock. If I'd have got here at 8:45, I probably wouldn't get until 1 o'clock. Because the thing fills up. So I guess it is what it is. But he interrupted me sunbathing. Not best pleased. In we go. He's going first, apparently. He's been boiling. Wouldn't it be nice to get on with me neighbours? But they made it very clear they got no room for ravers. That was the Small Faces. And he sings most of it like, yeah, they were like, whack, 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 mama got me. And apparently it was because the geezer from the Hollies always criticised, I don't know the lead singer, I want to say Steve Marriott, but I think that was someone else, criticised him for not singing in his own accent. Presumably he sounded a bit American or something like that. So he proper thickly laid on the sort of Chaz and Daveness. Oh, that's phone ringing. Let's go see what these people want. Finally, yeah. Time to get it off. You'll notice we're still driving and I haven't got it off yet. That's because I was in the wrong place. The stand's been relocated. It's not actually in Hall 1, it's in Hall 4. And it's not stand 1000, because stand 1000 doesn't actually exist. Cheers, pal. So now I've got to go down here to the mini roundabout, take a left over the next roundabout, up the hill to Hall 4, get it off there. Done! Finally done! It's 20 to 12. I got here at 22:08. Better get that. That was the shipper. Apparently you've got 2 other vans coming in here. And he said, any chance you know where the stand is? And I went, no, it all comes off on faults, I'm afraid. But I have told him I'm now going to get, like I say, that is the longest tip I've ever had. There's a fault cut going now. Why are you parked there? And a van. What if that's the guy? It might be. I don't even know if it is. But he's moving. Right, let's leave. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's so warm. Yeah, 5 hours. From the moment I got here to the moment I'm getting out, it's over 5 hours. Now, it is what it is. But it's massive. But I've done exhibitions before. I've done shows like this before. They never took me 5 hours. If they took me 2, I got the needle. But then this place is huge. And you look at some of these things that are out here, it's lovely. It's got like, that way there, right? Of course, yeah, absolutely. No problem, sir. What about that? Of course, it'll make sense you go that way, doesn't it? Because it's a 2-way street. And I've got many full trucks in front of me, yeah? This is like, what's that thing in Space Oddity where they move spaceships around? Yeah, it's like that. Should we have a bit of classical music? Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Let's get into the pallet truck there now. Right, let's run him over. No, let's not run him over, that'd be bad. Right, now is this way apparently. See if anyone backs into me. Yeah, so I've done things like this before, but this is huge. Absolute. They take, I think the guy said that in the space of 3 days, 2 billion or 20 billion. They're selling aeroplanes, not just any aeroplanes. They're aeroplanes that fly big rockets. So there we go. But I'm done. I'm going to go and give Kev a ring now, who's a lovely fella. Well, he seems like a lovely fella. We've got a discussion about money, which is never anyone's favourite subject, but he seems very reasonable. And then I managed to get the guy's second job, so I'm pleased about that, although one of them's doing the job that I was supposed to be doing. So despite the fact he lives in Coventry, he's currently going down to Portsmouth, which is not ideal. But the second one's okay. That's Harry's going to Northampton. I've just got to get one for Tim, but maybe one for me. Or maybe not one for me. Thank you, my friend. Because I kind of figure I might have done my bit today. Thank you, sir. Right, enjoy the sunshine. I think what I might do is take care and just be happy that I have taken money. Let me out, please. Let me out. All done? Yes, please. Can I? Thank you.